Oh, here we go.
You see that?
Oh.
That's what you spend the heaven, bitch. You want to test God? You come get it.
Okay.
What the?
So dumb.
I have my coworkers, I have my boss, my VP, my CEO, all respecting me as a woman. My family, my long-term friends who are actually here with me. All of these people assure me, like, I'm a woman. They'll tell me, girl, like, there is no way you are a man. They see me as a woman. So the question, how can you assert that nobody would ever see me as a woman when my material experience tells me you're wrong?
Okay. It's interesting that that's the part of my talk you chose to ask a question about, because that's not in my talk at all. I don't believe I said that no one would ever see you as a woman. I mean, it's possible, I suppose, that you could fool someone. Now, you brought this up, so I have to tell you that you brought this up. You've put your identity on the table for conversation. And so I'm going to say you wouldn't fool me at all. I mean, I see a man 100%. And I think that most people would. Now, the fact that you have people in your life who are saying to you, oh, you're totally a woman, that's exactly what I'm talking about. No one in my life has ever once said to me, you're totally a man, Matt. You know, if a friend of mine called me on the phone and said, listen, Matt, I want you to know you're really a man, I would think that there was something wrong with him. I would say, why are you saying that at all? It doesn't make any sense. So the fact that this is a conversation to begin with tells me, it only proves the point that I'm trying to make, that your identity, even in your own mind, is something that you need to be assured of.
That's a pretty good point. I'm a dude, and I've never had anyone have to reassure me of that. That's a fair point. That's a fair point. Looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck. Probably not a goose.
So the situation took place at Fort Lauderdale Airport, and because the lady was making such a scene, a security guard actually came over and consulted the couple, and the boyfriend right there said that they were just really stressed about making their flight. Regardless of what triggered her, a lot of people are saying that the boyfriend needs to get the hell out of Dodge ASAP because she is giving loose cannon. Some are saying that there's not enough outrage over the situation, and people feel like if the roles were reversed and the boyfriend was the one yelling at the girlfriend, they would have found out who this dude was, they would have gotten him fired from his job, they would have doxed him, leaked all his information, but because the woman was the one yelling at him, it's more so people are making excuses for her. Now, to be fair, this lady could have some type of mental health issue where outbursts like that are common, which would explain why the dude was unfazed while she was yelling at him. However, if this is not a case of mental illness and instead meanness, I'm gonna need him to know his worth and stand up ASAP.
Yeah, dude, you need to get out because she is going to stab you in your sleep, my brother. I don't care who you are, man or woman. Like, do not stay with someone like this. For one, it's embarrassing. For two, she very clearly does not respect his worth. For three, she is clearly unstable. There's something going on in that head that is not right. She's off her meds. She's going through something right now and doesn't know how to relay those emotions or where to put them. So she could be lashing out because something, we don't know the story. Something tragic could happen. They could have been at the airport on their way to a funeral and she, he made a mistake. So they're going to miss their flight and she's freaking out. Or I don't know. It could have been something huge. But even at that, like, get your together. Like, grow up. Like, what is wrong with you to do that in an airport? It's like people that talk loudly on their phones in an airport, or people that are just like, don't have the decency or the spatial awareness to understand that they are sharing a space with people. The lack of common decency that so many people have, that sounds like a paradox. Lack of something they have. The amount of people that lack respect for people around them and have this like main character syndrome is astounding, and it is my biggest pet peeve. It is one thing that annoys me so much and will make me immediately lose respect for you or want to be near you, is if you were like, don't take them into consideration. It's my biggest pet peeve. You are a terrible person. Put back your shopping cart, put down the toilet seat, hold the door open, say thank you when someone does it for you. Just be a good person. Easy. And grow up so you're not doing this in public.
This is why this girl destroyed Walmart. So a few days ago, this video went viral of this girl completely trashing a Walmart and kicking a woman who at the time I thought was her grandmother, but it turns out that was actually her foster parent. Apparently the girl had recently been in the hospital and she was off of her meds for 2 days when this happened. She is apparently now back in the custody of social services, and I really hope that she gets the help that she needs after this incident.
Like, don't abuse children. Don't abuse your children. But we need to be smacked when we're that age sometimes. I'm going to say it. Gentle parenting does not work. Clearly, from looking at this recent generation, gentle parenting is not the way to go. You gotta have some respect. And if there's no solid consequences for your actions, you're not going to learn how to respect people. You're not going to learn how to act right. When I was growing up, we were afraid of other adults. Not that they would so much like go out of the way to like beat our asses or anything, but you respected adults because you were made to respect your parents. We didn't do like this. I would never in my life as a child even consider breaking in a Walmart or anywhere or doing anything like that to anyone else's property because I'd get it. And that's just how it was. And some kids nowadays need to get it.
I'm missing 4 sandwiches from my online order. 4 sandwiches. And I'd like to speak to the manager. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you didn't see me at the window?
No, you don't have to record me.
Oh, yes I do. This is a free country. Please do. I want my 4 sandwiches, please. What's your name?
I did not give you permission to record. You need my employees.
You have cameras in here. You have cameras looking at me right now. This is a free country.
You can't.
You do not own this Wendy's.
Right here. Sorry about that. You got
Call the police. It's not illegal to film in public. This is public.
Another thing that grinds my gears to a fucking stub is people blowing shit up beyond what it needs to be. You did not have to go in there with a camera in order to get the food that was missing. Like, do you need attention that bad? Do you need confirmation that bad that you have to record this and then put it on the internet and be like, yep, I went in there, I fucking raised hell, and I got what I want. See, I got proof. Yeah, that's what happens. When you buy something, they give it to you. And if they make a mistake, they will correct it. Because that is policy. You dumb bitch. Like, I think fairly highly of myself. I think we all should. I think we should all give ourselves more credit for things. And really, like, believe in ourselves. And hold ourselves accountable. And to a higher level of expectation than from what we expect from other people. Because we need to be the example in the world that we want to see in others. I truly believe that. But having some superiority complex and getting your dopamine hits or getting your fix or getting your little like Karen control kink satiated by going in there and demanding that a bunch of teenagers give you what you paid for and then posting it online to show the world that people do what you tell them to, that you get what you want and what you ask for is the dumbest thing I think I've seen so far today. Even more than the fake video of a guy that threw the slushie on the windshield earlier in this video. So stupid. Why are you the way that you are? People, grow up, be an adult, care less about what other people think. Just care about being a better person.
I feel so attacked right now. I don't know what to do. Somebody please send help. I'm just so attacked. Help! The gavel! He's beating me!
Somebody get this ham sandwich out of my court.
I feel so attacked. I feel so attacked. I didn't get my way. Adult children. Adult fucking children. Everywhere. Please don't be one of these people. I feel like the last 8 years, this country has been full of these kind of people. Just, here's my theory. Here's my theory on this. I'm going to say this real quick. I feel like during the lockdowns, the 19 stuff, everyone was in their houses and everyone just, all they had was the internet. All they had was social media to keep themselves company. And since that's all they had to do with their time, all they were seeing was stuff the algorithm was feeding them. And the algorithm was only feeding them things that they were typing and showing they were interested in. So it became an echo chamber, because that's what social media is. But along with just seeing the content that basically affirmed their bias, also they were being connected with people that felt the same way. So then the world opened back up, miraculously, thankfully, and when people got back out in the real world and weren't safe behind their algorithms, behind their echo chamber, behind their like made up little matrix bubble that they were in for so many years, they couldn't fathom, they couldn't believe that there were other people that felt differently than them. They're like, what? I have not encountered an opposing opinion in 3 years. How is this happening? This person must be an idiot. This person is the devil. Orange man bad. Thanks, Obama. Biden's asleep. Whatever the case may be. And people just freak out because they don't know how to manage their emotions. They have been away from people for so long. And now they're at the point to where they just they're not even interested in like reacclimating themselves into the world, because it's scary now because people have different opinions. Everyone doesn't agree with what they say. My feelings. You're going to hurt my feelings. Yeah, welcome. Life's tough. Get a helmet. Candace Owens said that. She was 9 months pregnant and had less emotions than most of these people. It's crazy. I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you're an adult, grow the fuck up. Set an example for everyone else around you. Nobody owes you shit. Nobody owes you anything. The world does not owe you anything. Anything you want out of life, you have to get yourself. If you've ever been given anything, you've been very lucky and should be fortunate and should appreciate that. And that should reaffirm that this doesn't happen all the time. So let's not become dependent on our expectations of this happening all the time, of us getting what we want all the time. Because that is not life. That is not realistic. That's not how it is. So nobody owes you shit. Stop being a dick. Set a better example for people and for yourself. Honestly, just be a better person. Stop freaking out in public. It's embarrassing. Stop getting in fist fights in restaurants in front of your kids. Stop treating wait staff like they're below you. And learn to listen to people that have different opinions. It's very important. It's very important. That's how we grow, is by learning. And we learn by hearing things that we don't already know and agree with. Stick that in your juice box and suck it.